Greetings, everyone. Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Glendale, California. Just up this little ridge, this little mound here, right at the top, and you can barely see it. There's a couple of flags. Just over this mound at the flags is the grave of James Stewart, his lovely wife Gloria, and his stepson Ronald. James Stewart, also known as Jimmy Stewart, born James Maitland Stewart, May 20th, 1908 in Indiana County, Pennsylvania. His career in acting and in Hollywood films spans almost 60 years. He appeared in over 90 films, television programs, shorts, and Broadway performances. 5 of his movies were included on the American Film Institute's list of 100 greatest films. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, 1939. That's in the list of American Film Institute's list. The Philadelphia Story, 1940. It's a Wonderful Life, 1946. It's probably everyone's favorite movie. Rear Window, 1954, and Vertigo, 1958. Those are all in the list of the American Film Institute's list of 100 greatest films. His father owned a hardware store in Indiana, Pennsylvania, so he grew up around a man who was a salesman and a tradesman. He spent much of his time after school in the basement working on model airplanes, mechanical drawing, and chemistry. He always dreamed of going into aviation. And if you didn't know, his big career, besides Hollywood, was military and flying. He attended Princeton University in Princeton, New Jersey, graduating in 1932. While he was at Princeton, he got attracted to the school's drama and music clubs. He performed in the Players productions in Cape Cod during the 1932 summer, and it's there that he met Henry Fonda. And from there he did a lot of stage work. He was discovered in 1935 by Bill Grady, a talent scout from MGM Film Studios. So he did a couple of films before he met Frank Capra in 1938, and he starred in the political comedy drama Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. From 1938 to 1941, he was in 10 films with some big name stars. He was inducted into the Army in 1941. He had already had a commercial pilot's license before he was inducted in the Army. He enrolled, actually. And he became the first major American movie star to wear a military uniform in World War II. By 1942, he became a flight instructor. So he was serving in 1943 in the 29th Bombardment Group at Gowan Field in Boise, Idaho. Let's take a walk to his grave before I go any further. I'm going to pause the camera until I get to the top of this mound. Okay, so here he is. His lovely wife and his very noble son-in-law, James Maitland Stewart. Now, he was assigned to the 29th Bombardment Group during World War II. He was operations officer of the 703rd Bombardment Group, the squadron. I personally knew a guy. His name was Tony. I'm not going to give you his last name, just want to honor his privacy. Tony actually served in this squadron with James Stewart. And, you know, Tony was a fighter bomber pilot, and so was James. And he said James Stewart was no one special. He didn't act like anyone special. He's just one of the guys, and he fit right in with everybody. So he got promoted to the rank of lieutenant colonel in 1944, and he ran like 20 sorties over Germany, you know, bombing campaigns. After the war, he returned to Hollywood in the fall of 1945. He did films like Magic Town with Jane Wyman, Alfred Hitchcock's Rope, 1948, Call Northside 777, and On Our Merry Way, and The Stratton Story, and Malaya. And of course, in 1946, he did everyone's favorite film, It's a Wonderful Life. In 1949, man, this guy was 41 years old when he finally got married. But he married the former model Gloria Hatrick Stewart. She's over here. This is the lovely Miss Gloria. She died just 3 years before James did. So anyway, James did 8 films right after World War II. In the 1950s, he did 15 films. James was promoted to Brigadier General in 1959. Brigadier General with the U.S. Air Force Reserves. He retired from the Air Force in 1968 with 27 years of continuous military service. President Ronald Reagan promoted him to the rank of Major General. So this guy was loved in the military, and he was loved by movie fans everywhere. No one called him Jimmy Stewart until he did a TV show that aired from 1971 to 1972. It was called The Jimmy Stewart Show, in which he played a college professor. But until then, he had basically been known as James. Anyway, James died at 89 years of age, July 2nd, 1997. So right at this spot here where I'm standing, there were 3,000 mourners that were at the funeral. Brigadier General James Stewart was given a full military honors funeral with a 3-volley salute. So thank you, sir. Thank you for your service to our country. Thank you for your love for the American nation. And thank you for your life. His wife over here, his beautiful wife Gloria, she had been married twice. First, she was married to Edward Beale McLean, with whom she had 2 sons, Ronald and Michael. Her marriage ended in divorce in 1948. And then, the following year, she married James Stewart. She had twin daughters by Mr. James Stewart, and she played guest appearances. She played herself on guest appearances on various television shows. She usually billed herself as Mrs. Jimmy Stewart. So she came out in cameo roles in the Jack Benny program and The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. And she died at 75 years of age of lung cancer. So rest in peace, ma'am. And I'm going to do a separate video for her very noble son, their son. Well, this is Jimmy's stepson here. So rest in peace, Mr. James and Miss Gloria.